I want you. I think that we're meant to be. I want you. You are that my eyes can see. I want you. I think that we're meant to be. I want you. I don't think you know what you're doing to me.
Hey there guys, it's Chilli. I am here to give a quick tutorial on movement in this game. This isn't going to be anything too advanced. It's going to be mostly the most basics of basics, in my opinion. Take what you will with this video. I'm not going to go into the advanced because I don't know anything about the advanced. It's been about roughly a year since I played this game. So yeah, let's get to it. First things first, you need to go into your key bindings, which is not leaving here. I'll probably cut in a video of me going to the keybinds, but you can change your keybinds there, and you can have it set to where you can have scroll jump. You can have the spacebar jump. I personally have scroll jump, but you can do spacebar if you really wanted to. It's more of a preference thing. I like to have scroll jump. I've had it in almost all my games, you know, Quake, CS, Apex, and even Valorant. You can do any of those, so you can use your spacebar. It's completely up to you. So this is a preference thing. I will be using scroll jump most of this video. I will show that it is possible to do a lot of this stuff on keyboard. Kind of first thing I want to show is slide jumping. It will be mainly used for traversing around the map. So this is the tutorial map right here, so it will be kind of easy to show you how it is done. You can just literally hold your W key and your control key, and you will just forever be side jumping. I don't just hit your spacebar. That's it. That's literally it. It is that easy, that simple. You just need to time your jumps correctly. Very simple and easy, not gonna lie. And going from a hill like that, from a slope, you actually gain a lot of things. But if you go uphill, now I want you guys to take note of this too. So if you go uphill, your slides will be a lot shorter, and you won't get that much momentum. And then if you go from uphill, or from uphill to downhill, sorry. If you go downhill, you get a lot more slide. So if I do in a flatter area, I slide. So I want you to take note of the uphill and downhill transition. So a lot of the time when you're slide jumping, you're going to try and see if you can hit the downhills, not the uphills. So as you see here, I am just sliding and then jumping again. My jump is my scroll. So if you look at the mouse, you see me scrolling down. So that is my way of slide jumping. It's to slide and then scroll down. You can use spacebar, so you can slide and spacebar. As for the timing for it, you want to do it as fast as you can. You kind of need to time it. You can't just like spam it. Other thing too is you can have a double jump, and you can get even further momentum if you really wanted to, or you can just completely ignore some of the downhill stuff also. So another thing too that you can do while slide jumping is you can actually change the way you're moving. So I'm gonna go straight right here. I'm just gonna keep going straight up ahead, right? And you can either take little turns. So I'm gonna turn now. I'm gonna try and see if I can follow this track without trying to be with it. There you go. Look at that. And then I'm gonna take a sharp left. So as you see there, I lost momentum when I tried to turn sharp left. So if you want to turn, you want to try and do it by increments and not sharp turns. And it's not good at doing that downhill. Okay, or uphill. Alright, so right here, you're gonna be taking slow turns, not that much. Because if you do a sharp turn, you're gonna lose momentum to set that, and you're gonna lose the ability to slide. And as you can see, I'm trying to spam my scroll. There is a certain amount of time for you to input it. But if you do a very long scroll, you can't get that double jump. As you see here, I'm trying to do at a periodic timing. So I do it once, and then I tap it again on that scroll. So if you're a mouse wheel user, you're gonna be needing to time that. For spacebar users, use bap bap. You don't want to do a bop bop. You want to try and go bop bop, because if you try and spam your spacebar, it can only do this once. I'm pretty sure. Same thing with your scroll, but there is wall climbing. So as you see here, I have a revolver. This is more commonly used with revolvers. You can use it with other guns, but I'm going to show you the revolver real quick, and I'll show you the other guns. So if you go straight on, you're going to fly backwards, as you see here. But what you can do is, if you look down, this is the max. This is the furthest you can look down also, by the way. So what you want to do is you jump. You're going to be jump, and then you're going to shoot. Okay, so you're going to jump, shoot, and that's going to happen. What you can do is, if you hug yourself to the side of the wall like this, kind of like this in a way where you're holding, like, you know, WA or WS. So yeah, if you try and spam it, probably won't get you that far. As you see there, bam. So you want to kind of shoot at very slower shots, and you want to look up. So the first two shots, if you're gonna scale up this wall, the first two shots you can just look, you know, straight down. After that, you want to look up a little bit, and you can just keep shooting from there. So I'm gonna try that. You kind of want to adjust where you want it to be. So for example, like that, I just slightly went up. Like if I'm looking straight down, I'm gonna look at this, for example. I'll kind of want to look up just a little bit, and I can still shoot myself. So I'll show you the other way to do it with this gun. This is also a bolt action. As you see here, I'm kind of doing it, but not as efficiently, just because you're trying to bolt the gun. I guess with this, you want to kind of move forward, and then once you get close to the wall, you can launch yourself. So I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to shoot myself with the wall. So I'm still trying to go up at an angle. I don't know if you can do it straightforward. You probably can. Yes, you can. Even better if you can. Yeah, it just depends on what you're trying to go for. So for example, the revolver, if you want to skyrocket, good luck trying to go straight forward, I believe. Other thing I do want to mention is dead stops. What I mean by that is, for example, you're going at Mach 10 on these flat grounds. The moment you jump from a high area, so see here, I'm up here, I'm gonna try and slide. Look at that, no momentum. So when I have reduced momentum like that, I will literally get nowhere. So in a flat area like this, for this, you want to try and double jump before you land, but you will lose all your momentum once more. So you want to try and avoid that as much as you can while playing this. And I also have the Tech 9. So the Tech 9 might be a little hard to try and do, just because of the blast radius. So let's see. Yeah, so you're gonna need more ammo for the Tech 9, so as you see there. So if you try and jump, it will slowly rise you compared to the revolver, which will. But that should be it for the wall climbing portion. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else there is to the game in terms of movement. I'm sure there is a lot more. You know, as long as you're creative with the movement in this game, you can pretty much go anywhere as you want. Here is all of the weapons in the game. So you have the bolt action rifles, you have the shotguns, you have the assault rifles here, which is what a lot of people tend to use. Let's see here, this AK has a 50 round mag, and very similar to the Tech 9, it's not going to get you that high. Again, a lot of the game will be for creativeness on how your movement will be. On top of my head, this is all that I do know. I don't know if you want to learn anything else in this game. Anyways, guys, I hope that the idea of the movement in this game, it is a little hard to explain on top of my head. What I have, this is, again, I got no scripting. This is everything that I do have in my head. I don't know if there's anything I really miss. There is probably some advanced tutorials out there that you guys could probably watch if you really wanted to. It is out there. I'm not gonna showcase it here because I don't really know what I'm doing. All I know is the very simple basics of the game in terms of movement. But I hope this gives you guys a general idea of what to do. Yeah, so I hope you guys will have a fun time and probably see you on the game when that happens. Anyways, I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Break it, bake the bread and cheese and let the day pass by. Fade into the past like an old calendar page. Chilling like barrels, taste finer with age. All the blessings on the planet disappear when taken for granted. You see the writing on the granite, understand it.